Okay, now we're taking a look at the action potential, and the action potential is developed as following. So in the first step, the impulse reaches the axon hillock and is above a threshold of approximately minus 50 millivolts, otherwise there would no action potential take place. And this causes the opening of the voltage gated sodium channels, which I have to draw right now. So this one is opened and this one is opened. Now this one is opened as well. And yes, it is opened. And this causes now the influx of sodium ions. So here we have them, and here it travels in the inside. We have many sodium ions. And now the membrane is positive inside, and it has a voltage of approximately plus 30 millivolts. And as the polarization of the membrane is changed, this step is called the depolarization. Sorry. And now the sodium stream spreads along the axon and opens the sodium channels in the closer surrounding. So this one is opened and this spreads in this direction. So you are now opened. And at the same time we have, of course, a few K+ ions inside here as well. Sorry, I forgot to draw them. And now with a temporal delayed, the voltage gated potassium channels are opened. I have to draw this quickly as well, sorry for this. And here, so this one is now opened, this one is opened. And now the K+ ions are streaming out, like here, and of course here as well. And the membrane potential becomes now negative again, so this step is called the repolarization of the membrane. And at the same time, the sodium channels now close their inactivation gates, which I have drawn with a little triangle down there and up here. And this now looks like this and like this. And now these channels are refractory, so they're not able to be activated again for a short time. And here the first few steps are repeated. So now here the sodium ions travel to the inside. We have them right here. And give me a moment. I think. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I closed the wrong channels, and like this one is closed in the first step and this one is still open, and here sodium travels to the inside as well. And the voltage gated potassium channels are opened as well. And like here and here, and now the potassium ions can travel to the outside as well. Perfect. Exactly. So here now we are done, and now the potassium channels close again. So this one is gone away, and here we are closed again. We are closed again, but this closing actually needs a few, or needs a bit of time to be closed again. And like in this time, the streaming out of the potassium ions is pretty high, and this causes a highly negative charging of the inside of the membrane. And because of this, like these ions have traveled to this side again, and because of this, the voltage of the membrane goes below the resting potential, and as this is above the normal polarization of the membrane, this step is called the hyperpolarization of the membrane. And exactly like this one was a sodium channel, and here we have another potassium channel. It's closed again. So, and now also the sodium channels are closed again and are again ready to be activated again. So the refractory period is over. We have here a normally closed sodium channel with an inactivation gate to be used again. And this one is closed again as well. Inactivation gate. Lovely. So now these channels are activable again, and this one spreads, and this whole process repeats itself along the whole membrane. And as the former parts of the membrane or the former sodium channels are refractory, this whole action potential travels to one side, as the former channels can't be activated again. And so there's no action potential into two directions, but actually just in one direction. This one from the soma to the synaptic knob. And this is actually the whole action potential. Thank you for watching.